What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Andy, and today I got basically my first or second long-term portfolio update, because this week was huge for the LT. I think I got like 3 or 4 of the companies that I invest in have earnings today. So yeah, let's go over those. And also, if you guys saw my video last week, which I'll leave up at the top right, definitely go check out that video. It's my top 5 stocks to buy for the month of May, and I did end up buying one of them, so we will go over that in a second. If you guys are excited to find out and you want to stay updated with the long term, hit the subscribe button, drop me a like, drop me a comment, let me know what you think, and let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I did end up buying, you could probably guess which one, PayPal. And if you guys remember, I said in that video I wanted to get prices closer to 60, and then if not, add once it gets over that 67, right? Because we did reject that pretty hard after earnings. Even in the after hours, we did hit the daily gap fill, which we were looking for. But yeah, I did notice a key level, as you can see here, right at the 64, marked by this previous high. And I said, I'm going to take a stab here and buy. Let me just show you. All right, here's PayPal, 20 shares with a cost basis of just under 1,300 and a cost per share of 64.56. And right now our gain and loss is like minus $9, which is okay. But yeah, I am willing to definitely add more here, especially if we can get some confirmation above that 67. But again, go back to the other video to check out why I'm buying the stock. So PayPal now in the books, as you can see on the 1-minute chart, trying to hold this level. Let's keep this uptrend going. All right, so let's get into some of the other news. Snapchat, you guys know about this already. Actually filled the daily gap, which is really nice. But the reason we're getting this sort of pullback, which honestly is natural, but there's actually some news behind it. Look at this. Snap announces $650 million convertible note due in 2030. And convertible notes are not really the best thing for stock, because it means they have to raise outside capital. So yeah, that's why we're getting a little bit of this pullback. But honestly, if we stay above this 15 level green zone, I'm not going to sell. But if it gets below it, I probably will. But I'm pretty sure this level will hold, and we can even just go to the 5-year chart. I definitely think we can attack these highs at 18 and possibly get back to 28. I like the direction that the company's going. Seems like Snapchat is trying to expand and people are actually getting more eyeballs onto the platform. So yeah, let's keep an eye on this. And also, we had a couple of earnings on the long term. This was actually Friday of last week. DraftKings. My average, guys, is like $17, man. I am so glad I bought this thing. I think I bought it like just before it broke out of this this low it set on the IPO. And yeah, rode this puppy ever since. I would love to actually just buy more. I mean, we're up way more than 100%. Let's see. Right about 150%. Unreal. And we can even just see the price targets here on the institutions. Deutsche Bank raises price target to 35. It's a little bit low. But look at this. Barclays overweight 54. That's well above the highs here. BMO raised to 54 as well. Stifle to 51. Needham to 60 from 58. It's very aggressive. And what we can see here, Kathy Wood is actually taking some profits on DraftKings. I don't blame her. Very nice run, but let's see if we can get a little bit of a pullback. I mean, I love DraftKings. I don't personally bet myself, but the one thing I do bet on is stocks. That's what I always just make fun of my friends about. Obviously, I'm doing it in a good way, but I'm just like, just buy the stock, guys. Don't bet on the sports. But yeah, some of them have low been trying to get me into it, and the urge is there, just like throw 20 bucks on like my favorite team or whatever. But anyway, DraftKings I believe is here to stay. FanDuel is bigger in market share, but I think DraftKings definitely could still at least reach back to the high, so I'm ready to honestly buy some more. I just really don't know where. I mean, if we get a pullback to 30, that'd be great. I probably won't be buying if it hits 39 or 34. And you can see on the weekly here, this is a big pivot, so let's see if we can get back to 30 and maybe I'll buy some more. All right, UWMC. This is a mortgage lender. The main reason I have this is because I want some real estate exposure, and then also this pays a fantastic dividend. 10 cents a share. So I have my dividend reinvestment plan on, and thanks to that I have like 181 shares with an average of like 570 something, because I started buying it like back here throughout this dip, and then the dividend reinvestment just got me way more shares. So yeah, it actually beat earnings. I think estimate was 6 cents a share. We've made 9 cents a share. Great looking uptrend so far. Loving this. UWMC looking all right so far. Give me that drip, baby. And then we got Uber. Big pullback here. I think my average is like 35. As you can see, it pulled right back to the previous all-time high. We can even just zoom out here. Yeah, honestly, a pretty big jump in the past couple of days, but I was thinking of buying here, but I'm like, man, Uber, I think, can get a little bit lower. So, I mean, like, maybe if we get down to, like, around 50, I'll try and scoop up some more shares, but just not yet. I kind of want to wait to see this thing play out a little bit, but wow. Roth MKM lowers price target to 89. 89 from what, bro? Who are these? Wow, that is, whoa. Oh, from 91. Okay, here we go. Jeffries lowers price target to 100. What? Is there that much value still left on Uber? I mean, I know that they just turned profitable, but wow. 95, 92. Okay. Literally every institution is like long this thing. Okay, let's reevaluate this. I want to be long if the institutions are long, so we might need to scoop up some shares earlier than I thought. Okay, I love that. And last but not least, Airbnb. This is a bigger position I have in the long term. I've been buying this for a long time, so cost basis like 2,700 into this. Cost per share 135. Not up a lot, but we were when it was back at 170. But this I still love. I love Airbnb. I'm not sure where to buy this though. I mean, obviously it's still making higher lows, higher highs. I would just love to see if we can get a pullback back to this 130. I mean, this is such a key level here. I mean, even back to the 120. You can see the low it's set basically near the IPO. And I was buying all down here. Some back up here, but more shares at the bottom here. Let's see if we can catch us in between 130 and 120. And I mean, who knows? In a few years, if we go to booking, it's a $3,000 stock, man. I mean, who knows? Airbnb could be a $1,000 stock one day. I hope so. Let's see what the price targets are at here. JP Morgan, neutral, 145. Citigroup, 167. Okay. So yeah, I mean, we can even go to the analyze tab here. I mean, it's right where it should be. I mean, wow. Institutions are either long or holding this thing. So we can see the PDE ratio, 18. For a growth stock, that's pretty conservative. So the price is pretty fair on Airbnb here currently. Let's just see if we can get more of a discount. And also, let me just mention Apple. I mean, we just had earnings too. Very good. I'm pretty sure they have their event later on, but we got our divvy, or we will be solidifying our divvy today. 25 cents there. I think my average is like 130, but I started actually buying some more shares like around here. Go to the weekly. I was anticipating a break and retest of this previous high. As you can see, we got fairly below that. I think I bought some more. And before I started buying in this area, my average was like $100. So yeah, I bought this like back in 2020. That was the first stock I ever bought. I think the first two stocks were Apple and then mRNA, and my average was like $60. Let's actually go there. My average was like $60 back here in 2020, and I sold this thing at like 400. So yeah, that gave me a big cushion for the long term, and that eventually enabled me to get more stocks and diversify. So low-key, thanks to Myrna, we probably wouldn't be exactly where we are right now. So yeah, Apple's still a big part of the portfolio. Let's see if we can get some movement back to 200. But honestly, I would like to see this thing down to 156 to buy some more shares here. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. Just to recap, PayPal is the newest addition to the long term. And obviously, if you guys watched the last video, you know that I'm still looking at Shop. Look at this downside. Finally breaking this little consolidation from earnings. I did notice this. Let me show you. If we go to the weekly here, very clear uptrend. Let's see if we can actually tap this down here. So around 56, 60, we will look to buy some, because I still think Shopify is a great company, and I'm very happy with this pullback. So let's get that a little bit lower. Also, what else? Starbucks from last week, a little bit of a bounce here from 72 all the way to 76. We'd love to see that lower. And then the last one that we were looking at, if you guys traded that, oh man, you would have made money. Toast, we were talking about. Look at that move off of earnings. You can see this little bull flag that it was setting here. Absolutely broke past that really nicely. But I don't want to buy at these levels. So like I said, I want to buy closer to the 20. So let's see if the overall market can get a little bit of a pullback and in return bring Toast down with it. So all right, guys, that is the long-term update. Thanks again for watching, and let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video. And you guys can do that by dropping a like and a sub. And also, like I said earlier, drop me a comment. I want to know what you guys think about the stocks that I have in my long term. Do you guys have any of those stocks? Are you looking to buy the same ones that I am right now? So I want to know. So let me know. And all right, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week. Take it easy.